thing open. All right. So let's take off from where we stopped. So let's try this code out. Now, I don't know, Killian, are you using a computer?
I'm using a tablet.
A tablet, okay. Oh, okay. All right, no problem. So see, let's just pretend that we're using a computer, okay? If you click the up arrow, see what will happen. Okay, I think it's not okay. Let me make sure that this one is the active one. Have I clicked on play? And I open the screen. So let me see. Okay, so that's the cat moving up. This is how you know that your code is working. Oh. The cat is moving up. The cat is moving down. When you click on the down arrow, when you click on the right arrow, the cat is moving to the right. When you click on the left arrow, the cat is moving to the left. If your cat is not moving accordingly, according to the arrow, forget it. Oh, that means something is amiss. Okay, so let's take note of that. Oh, it looks like a man's phone has gone off. Okay. So Killian, is your own working like this? Is your own okay? You said you're using a tablet. Sorry. So
Well,
let's
if I tap the commands, it works.
if you okay, if you use what?
If I tap the commands, like if I tap up arrow, it will go up.
Oh, okay, excellent. Okay, so you're good to go. All right, no problem. Some tablets don't have that up arrow, down arrow thing. So it's fine. Your own has it. So I think we can work with this. Okay, so now let's add a score. I think that's what we said. We're going to add a score to make it interesting, to make our the player get some points for hitting the ball. Okay. And then maybe we can make it more difficult depending on what difficulty level we want to achieve. So let me just put this out of the way. Okay. All right, so I'm going to minimize this. So for now, there's no score. For us to add a score, just go to variables. I mentioned it at the beginning. Variables. Okay. Now, there's already one here, but I don't usually like to use the one they gave. I like to create my own. So I click on make a variable. Make a variable. When I do that, it shows me this. Make sure that it is selected to for all sprites. Remember, for all sprites, not for this sprite only, for all sprites. So we'll now call it score. Okay, since or some people will call their scores. No, let's just leave it as score. Okay, now if you notice something, it will show at the top here that there's something that's there, and it's 0 for now. Okay, it's 0 because of course before a game starts, it should be 0, right? Since the game has not started anything. Maybe we should even stop this ball from moving. Okay, so after adding score, you now need to put some code for it. Now, how do you want the score to increase? We want the score to increase anytime the cat touches the ball. Are we together? Do we agree on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to now. If you look at the cat code is looking like where should we put that kind of code? If I were you, I'll put the code with I can put it with the cat, but let's see. Okay, let's put it with the cat. To add it to the cat's code, it will not be nice to add it to any of these ones. We have to come and click on events again and use this one that we did not use for the cat. And then, of course, it's a forever loop because you can guess why. It's supposed to be checked all through the program. So anything that you want to happen all through your game, you put it inside the forever loop. Okay, you need to take note of that. Anything you know that it will happen from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, put it in a forever loop. Okay. Next, We go to variables again. Now, what do we need here? Oh, sorry, before variables, we go to control. Yes, I'll tell you why. Now, the score is only supposed to increase if the cat touches the ball. Take note, there's a condition, right? It has to be, that condition must be met. So there's an if statement that helps us there. If then, you drop it and put it inside. Okay? Now, what's supposed to be in here? You can see that it's like there's a hole here. Something is supposed to be there. That something is found in sensing. You can see sensing's own looks like the shape of that hole that's there. So pick the first one and drop in there. Okay, is your code looking like mine so far?
Yes, sir.
It is. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to change this from mouse pointer. So if you look at this, read it, it looks like a sentence. If touching mouse pointer, okay, that's a possibility. Your sprite can be touching a mouse pointer at that point. But now we're not interested in the mouse pointer. We're interested in what? The basketball, isn't it? Yes. So if it is touching the basketball, now go to score. We're going to tell you what to do if it is touching a basketball. Okay. What I just did now is called the conditional if statement. It always has condition that can be true or false. Okay. So sometimes your cat is touching the basketball, sometimes it is not. Now, I'm about to drag set, but that's the wrong one to drag. I'm going to drag change. Always remember, change is the one we've been using because we don't need set for now. Change will increase it as it's going or reduce it as it's going. So we'll change that my variable to score. Now, do you want it to be increasing by 1? Well, if you want the player to be having an edge and increase it by 5, make it 5. You can change it to whatever you like. 50, 10, 1,000, anything you want is your choice. Okay, so let's leave it at 5. Now let us see how our game plays. So I'm going to click on the green flag. Maybe I should even expand it. Sorry, let me click this out so that I can see all the codes that I have for the cat. Okay, look at the ball's code though. The ball's code did not change. I didn't put anything there. It's on the card that I put all the code for the if statement. Okay, so I'm going to test my code now. So let's see if it works. Okay, all right. So for me to test, I'm going to make it big like this and then click on the green flag. Okay, so now it has reached 40. That means this ball has touched the cat 8 times. Okay, 85. Interesting. Somehow it looks like this. Okay, good. Nice. It looks like the game is even simple because it looks like as the ball, even if the ball touches the cat, it increases. Okay, so that's nice. Yes. Okay. So of course, like I said, that you can create different difficulty levels, and to do that, you need to use an if statement to do that. And how do I mean you can create difficulty levels? Like now, it's almost 1,000, right? You can tell the game if score gets to 1,000, increase the speed of the ball. And to increase the speed of the ball, I told you how to do that. You use what do you call it? You make where's the ball? You make this place to decrease. So from 0.3, you can change it to 0.1. 0.1 is less than 0.3. It means that the ball should glide for 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds is far smaller than 0.3. So the ball will be extremely fast. Not to talk of the worst one when you put 0. The ball will be erratic, like you can't even see it. So, okay. So one more thing. If you notice, our score did not change, did not go back to 0. So that means our game has a small fault. We need to add that. Make sure that our game starts always at 0. To do that, we're finally going to use the set my variable to 0 block. So, and please don't put it inside the forever loop. Put it just before the forever loop, but under the when green flag clicked. It's still in the cat's code, okay? Don't forget to change my variable to score so that it doesn't go and start putting 0 somewhere else. And of course, there you are. Nicely put, okay? So when you click on play now, you see that your game will always start from 0, and that's a cool thing. Okay, you know what? Let's do that difficulty level since we have some time on our hands. Would you like to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's make the game more difficult when it gets to 1000. So to do that, I'll go back to the balls code since that's where things are happening as per the speed. And I'm going to this 0.3 that is here has to become a variable because it will change at a point. So I cannot just leave it at 0.3. I'm going to create another variable and call it, I'll call it speed. Okay, now, because this speed is only for the ball, I'll say for this sprite only. Take note, the other ones, it was for all sprites, that's for score. This one is for this sprite only, and I'll click OK. So that's the basketball speed. Right now is 0. Um, I'll now take the speed. Now the speed does not need to show here. The speed doesn't need to show on the screen, or does it? Okay, let's leave it showing on the screen. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
I'm dragging the speed and I'm going to put it in that place where you have 0.3. I'll put it there. But then I cannot leave it at 0 because we want the speed to change from one point to the other. So I'm going to say set my variable, that's set speed to what? Let's start from 0.5, right? 0.5. Let's do 0.5. So the ball will not be that fast like that. So did you see what I did? Now I've changed this place to speed. The variable will start from 0.5. Then we'll now need an if statement. So you go to control and choose your if statement and put it in there. Now, this was where I was talking about operators. This is where I was talking about operators. Operators have different options. You know, your greater than, less than, equals to. This is where it happens. So you drag it, the one that's equals to, and put it in there. Okay? Of course, nobody needs to tell you that speed will be in one of these, right? So I'm going to go back to variable again and drag speed and put it in there. And then say if speed is equal to 1000, was it 1000 that we said? 1000, right? Okay. If speed is equal to 1000. Oh, sorry. My bad. It's not speed, it's score that we meant. If score is equal to 1000, then set speed to, I'll change it, set speed to 0. What? I think we said 0.3, right? Or should we say 0.1? Which one will make it more difficult? Killian, which one do you think will make it more difficult?
0.1.
0.1, okay. All right, I'll go with your choice. 0.1. Okay. Okay, so I'll do 0.1. So Anytime you type anything, don't forget to hit enter. Okay. So when you are ready, let me know.
We're still set placing everything.
Okay, okay.
We're done.
You're done. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to test it now. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. All right. So let me click on my green flag and let's see how the game goes. Okay, so you can see the ball is slower now, right? So it's actually picking the speed as we set it. Don't worry, the speed is going to change dramatically now. Going to make it more difficult for our cat to catch up. Okay, our cat seems to be having fun now. Let me make it bigger. Okay, our cat seems to be having fun now. You can see the basketball speed is still 0.5. It's
Yes,
about to
sir.
change. It's about to change. Yes, the cat is having fun. Sometimes the ball even comes to it. As soon as it comes to 1,000, the ball speed hasn't changed though. Okay. Now that's a bit of a challenge. Why hasn't it changed? Okay. So when things like this happen, of course, it tells you something. There might be a glitch in your code. So I'm going to check now. All right. So the big question now is this: why is it that the basketball speed did not change? Because we said set speed to 0.1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this out. Okay. I'm not going to throw it away. I'll move it out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, in fact, let me even do this. Duplicate. Okay. So I'll do that. But because I don't need this again, I'll trash this and then put this inside. So I have two forever loops. I'm going to take this out, this set speed to 0.5 because it's already in one of them on top. I'll trash it. To trash a block, just move it to the left and it will disappear. Okay, so let's see if it will work now. We now have two forever loops and they are independent. Okay, this is what I like doing in my own code whenever things like this happen. Okay, I create two different forever blocks and then I let both of them work. Okay, so I'm going to make it bigger again. Okay, have you guys created the two forever blocks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So let's see if it will work now. So my game will start again from 0. Basketball speed is 0.5. Okay. Cat is still having fun. Okay. Okay. It's going to 1,000. Quickly doing that. So let's see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the cat doesn't even need to move for the ball to come and meet it. Yeah.
Our own is very fast for some reason.
It's very fast. Did you make it 0.5 or you made it 0? Uh-huh.
Zero.
Can you see mine has hit 1,000 and the speed has changed? Okay. So how is your own looking? Wait, let me go
My
back.
own does change 0.1.
Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, let's go back to the code. Now check your code. Check the things that are different from between yours and mine. Do you have your if statement? Check
Yes, sir. We've set it.
Okay. All right. So have you seen any difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So that's it. And if you want to do another difficulty level, you can do another if statement that will be checked after this one. You don't need to now do it a separate forever loop. You can just come here, right click, duplicate, drop it there, and then you now say if score is, maybe we'll do 2,000 this time. By the time it's 2,000, I think we should just change it to 0 at once. This one, the ball, you won't even see it. That's how it will be so fast that the cat can't catch up with it. I'm thinking, oh, that's how it will be. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let me see how it will look. It starts from 1. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speedily going to 1,000. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's going to 1,000. Yes. And it's almost 1,000 now. Ah, it's 1,000. Okay. So the next thing should be going to 2,000. Let's see how it will look when it gets to 2,000. Aha. No more. This is more difficult. Aha. Okay. Okay. It's going to 2,000 now. I can't imagine how the ball will look like when it's in 2,000. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. It's rapidly going to 2,000. It's going to 2,000. It's going to 2,000. Ah, okay. And there it goes. Oh my goodness. the cat, the cat can't even keep up. This is the ball is on steroids, right? Like seriously haywire. I can't even see it. Is this how your own is now?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. That was an interesting one. All right. Okay. So you got any questions? That's the ball's code. This is the card's code.
Can it go higher than 0?
Ah, okay. Now you not see the ball again now. You won't see it again. I've not tried there. Let me see. Okay, let's just see if there's anything like, because lower than, as in, where you're saying higher now, I think what you really meant was lower. So if I do, let me remove this speed here, and just for, I'll just do, numbers that are lower than 0, something like -5. Hmm. Let me see how it will look. Okay, -5. I think it's still anything that's like lower than 0 just somehow seems to just be 0. It's just as good as 0 if you ask me. So I guess that 0 is like a benchmark. You can't go lower than or faster than that. You can't go faster than that. Okay. So so I think we have like 10 minutes now. Let me see if we can do something more. All right. See, let's save this project quickly so that we don't lose it. What should we call it? Um, we've done okay, chase game, right? Let me see. That I've already used chase game to call another project, so I can't call it chase game again. Or I'll call it chase. Wait a minute. Not typing there. Okay. Chase in desert. Okay. Project. Okay. And I did not change the name. I forgot to change that name again. Okay, no problem. All right, so we don't have any question, right? I want to see if I can do a new one. Okay, so I'll do a new one, and then this time I'm going to choose the one I'm going to do from, or you help me choose from the tutorials, among the tutorials, which one you'd like us to quickly look at. So remember, we just have 8 minutes roughly. Okay, so which one would you like us to do? It will be like a guide though.
Talking Tales.
Talking Tales. This one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is how it will look. Of course, you go from one point to another. I think Talking Tales is like it's like that one that we text to speech. Okay.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's different from the dialogue, but it's like the dialogue somehow, Sha. Text to speech blocks. Okay, so now that's a good thing. At least you can learn that. So when you see there are some blocks here that are not here, for you to add them, you click on this place, add extension, text to speech. Okay, make your project talk. Okay, so I just added it. You can see it there. What does it say next? Choose a sprite. Okay, so should we go? I think we should just leave it with this one. Choose a sprite. I've already done that. Make a character speak. So of course, that means we should just use this. When green flag clicked, set voice to auto, speak hello. Okay, so we'll go to events. When green flag clicked, go back to text to speech, set voice to auto. Maybe we should change it to something else, maybe tenor. And then speak. Now with this one, your device will have this thing now. Will have a speaker, so you can hear it. Okay, what next? Choose a backdrop. Okay, let's choose a backdrop. Which backdrop do we choose? Let's choose this one. Okay, after choosing a backdrop, what next? It said click a character to go to the next backdrop. Okay, when this sprite is clicked, go to the next backdrop. Okay, of course, that's another this thing under events. When this sprite is clicked, next backdrop. Question now is, what's the next backdrop? Next backdrop will be under looks, right? Okay. Now, for you to have a next backdrop, it means that there are two backdrops. Right now, there are two, but the second one is the empty one, the plain one. So let's just choose another backdrop. Okay. So after that, what next? It says choose another sprite. Okay. So it look like they're talking. No problem. To choose another sprite, I go here and I choose another sprite. Okay. All right. So what next? Move around. So this one is for the second sprite. It says when backdrop switches to underwater. That's the second one. Set voice to giant. Let's explore. Okay. So we go to events. When backdrop switches to Castle 3. I want to believe that's Castle 3. Okay. What should we do? Set voice to giant. You go to text to speech again. Set voice to. Notice you choose the set voice to you before you tell it what to say. Speak. We change the hello to let's explore. Okay. What next? It says glide 1 second to random position. We've just used that one now. Glide 1 second to random position, and then glide 1 second to x minus 100 minus 10. Glide 1 second to x minus 100 minus 100, and then y minus 10 minus 10. Okay. What next? Choose another backdrop. Okay. Let's see. Let's choose bench or something. What next? There is no place like home. Okay. So you know what? Let's even see what it looks like that we have done so far. Let's see what it looks like. Let's shrink this and move this down. If you are still doing the tutorial, you can still expand it later. But let's see what it looks like so far. Did you hear that? Did you hear
Yes,
anything? Okay, don't worry. Let me see. Share computer sound. Okay, stereo high fidelity. Okay, let me do it again.
Hello.
You heard it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now I think the thing said something like, after I said hello, what else did it say? That's all. When sprite click, next backdrop. Okay, so this is the sprite we said, right? Next backdrop. Next backdrop.
Let's explore.
Are you guys seeing that? Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Let me click it again.
Let's explore.
That was what, you remember what we said? It should say, let's explore with a giant voice and glide to random position and then back to that particular position. Okay, so the coding is really interesting. I would leave you to explore those things on your own. The tutorials, I'm pretty sure that you would learn a lot with the tutorials. So you got any question?
No, sure.
You don't have any question, right? You you are the last.
Can you type what the computer will say or something?
Can I do what?
Type what the computer will say.
Okay, what the computer will say. Yes, you can type it. I typed, this was, well, I typed this. Let's explore.